Ladies and gentlemen, Season 4 Reloaded is officially here, at least kind of here. The patch notes are here, and the update is coming out today at noon Eastern Standard Time. And as far as what this update entails, we have, of course, the final raid, which we are going to have up on the channel later today, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed, have notifications on. I'm very excited to see where they go with that story to end things off. But on top of that, we have the new Warzone update with the boys crossover event. We have our usual bug fixes, updates, changes to the game that we are going to go over, including Warzone, multiplayer, DMZ, and everything in between. So this is update 1.21. We are going to be going over everything that has changed within this update. But first, before we do, let me tell you about today's video sponsor.
Let's face it, buying things can be a lot of fun. However, buying things that you have to purchase really sucks. One of those things is buying software, and the last thing you want to do is spend way more money than you have to. That is why today's video is sponsored by Software Keep. They provide digital software products including Windows 10, Windows 11, Microsoft Offices, and antivirus software. And all of these things come at really good prices. But on top of that, they come with 24/7, 365 customer support. So if you have any problems whatsoever, they're going to be able to help you out. What's even better is all your purchases are completely secure and have a lifetime product guarantee. Some of the things that you can get include Microsoft Office for both PC and Mac. There's a bunch of different Office apps, including Excel, PowerPoint, things like that, Windows all the way up to Windows 11, and many different antivirus softwares. Now, a lot of the times when you go on different websites, you wonder whether you're buying a key that has been stolen or fake or someone else has used it. But with Software Keep, you don't have to worry about that. Everything is completely above board. And like I said, they have that 24/7 customer support. So if you have any problems even in using the software, they're going to be able to help you out. So if you need to get some software and you want the best price for it, check out Software Keep. It is the first link down in the description. And on top of that, if you use coupon code ISYT20, you're actually going to be able to save yourself an additional 20% off your order as well, saving you even more money. So if you need any software, now is the time to do so. Link down in the description. And thank you, Software Keep, for sponsoring the video. And here we are with the Season 4 Reloaded patch notes. As far as this goes, it comes out at noon Eastern Standard Time today, of course, July the 12th. The first thing that we have is stability fixes. This happens every single season. No surprise there. Now, Battle Pass. There was some things that I didn't understand about this when we previously talked about this. So the new weapon, the MX Guardian, it's a fully automatic shotgun, I believe. As far as this goes, it's a new tier within your Battle Pass. And instead of having to unlock this with Battle Pass tokens and leveling up your battle pass, there's actually a very different way. First of all, to unlock the dependable emblem, you have to get 10 ADS operator kills with a shotgun. To get the gunfire calling card, you have to get 10 hipfire operator kills with a shotgun. To get the fanning hutch loading screen, you need to get 10 headshots with shotguns. For the 1 hour of double weapon XP, you need to get 10 one-shot operator kills with shotguns. And then finally, the last thing that we have is the MX Guardian itself. You unlock all of the other sectors and you then get this. So as far as the way that this works, essentially it's just more challenges or different challenges. I'm going to have to play this one to see what I actually think about this. Now, as far as the operators, we have our new The Boys operators. These all come via bundles. It's not like you get any of these for free. But we'll get a little bit more into that in a second. So we have Starlight, of course. If you've seen The Boys, you'll know all of these characters. You have Homelander, and finally, you have Black Noir. Now, there was a rumor that the Butcher was going to be coming, and there's no sight of that so far. Now, it goes a little bit more in depth with what is in each of these bundles. I'm not going to go too much further into that. The next thing that we have is our new character by the name of Izzy. As far as Izzy goes, once again, this is unlocked via a bundle. As far as Izzy, they've changed her character name from this one down here. If you don't know why they changed it, just rearrange it. We'll just say that. I'm sure you can figure. I don't know how this one got by them. Anyway, moving on. We also have our new event. Now, this is the Temp V event. This is the Boys event. And as far as this one goes, there's a couple of really cool camos that you can unlock. I really like the white one on the weapons, and the red one is kind of textured as well. I really like this one. Now, as far as how to unlock these, for assault rifles, 50 operator headshots. For battle rifles, get 25 operator kills from behind. For SMGs, 250 operator kills. Shotguns, 30 operator kills while prone. LMG, 30 operator kills while using a suppressor. Marksman rifle, 30 operator kills while mounted. Sniper rifles get 3 kills without dying 10 times. Sidearms get 50 enemy long shot kills. Launchers, 40 operator kills. And finally, melee get 30 enemy kills. That one's pretty straightforward.
As far as these goes, they are not locked behind any individual weapon. So like before, to get the assault rifle ones, you had to use assault rifles. These you can just kind of use whatever weapons you want and unlock the camos that way. This one shouldn't take too long whatsoever. Now that new weapon that we were talking about, this is of course the MX Guardian shotgun. It's a fully automatic 12 gauge shotgun. And as we talked about, the battle pass challenges are going to be how you unlock them. As far as general improvements, we have semi-auto and burst weapon shot queuing improvements. So what they mean by this is we have improved shot queuing to better detect intended weapon fire events and prevent the occasional jamming effect. In other words, these weapons perform a little bit more smoothly. Base weapon stats bars have been updated to more accurately reflect their functionality. That's good, I guess. Easier to kind of just look and see how a weapon's going to perform. And attachment stats values have been updated to more accurately reflect their functionality as well. Now, we do have a new attachment. As far as this one goes, we have the underbarrel. This one is called the Corvus Torch Dragon's Breath packed underbarrel shotgun. That is pretty insane. We'll have to wait to see how this one does, but anytime they say Dragon's Breath, it has me a little bit worried. Then we have our weapon balancing. They have a little statement here, but we're going to just get directly into the weapons. The way that I do this is I kind of go to each weapon and I tell you whether it's a buff or a nerf, and sometimes explain why if it's a little bit confusing. So first of all, starting off with SMGs, we have the ISO 45. They reduce the close range damage, reduce the headshot damage. That's in Modern Warfare 2 only, not Warzone, and increase the hip spread. This is a nerf overall to the ISO 45. To the Vaznev 9K, reduce close mid-range damage distance. I believe that is a nerf to the damage distance as a whole. Moving into the assault rifles, we have the Kastov 762, reduced headshot damage. That's in Modern Warfare 2 only, and increased time to ADS. So it takes longer to ADS. That's a nerf to the 762. Then we have the 74U, reduced headshot damage as well, just in Modern Warfare 2, and increased hip spread. Again, a little bit of a nerf. TAC 56 also got that reduced headshot in Modern Warfare 2. And moving into shotguns, we have the KV broadside. This one has increased mid-range damage in Modern Warfare 2 only. That is a buff just in Modern Warfare 2, not Warzone. The Bryson 800 reduced the damage to the head, torso, legs, and arms, and they reduced the mid damage range slightly, both in Modern Warfare 2 only, both a nerf. The Bryson 890 reduced damage to the arms and the lower torso in Modern Warfare 2 only, and increased the ADS movement speed. I believe that is a buff within Warzone and a nerf within Modern Warfare 2. The Expedite 12 increased damage to the upper torso, so that is a buff in Modern Warfare 2, and reduced ADS time and reduced hip spread, so that is a buff overall for the Expedite 12. The Tempest Torrent overall got a nerf. The EBR-14, this one is in Warzone. Basically, your ADS movement speed and your strafe speed are now slower, so overall that is a nerf. The Lockwood MK2 reduced time to ADS and movement speed increased. Overall, that is a buff. And then we have the SAB-60. This one is a movement speed increase, so in other words, a buff. Overall, nothing big meta changing there, at least that I can see it. The only one that I can really think right off the hat is the ISO 45. That's probably the biggest one that you'll notice a difference with. There's also some weapon bug fixes as well. Not going to read through those. You can pause it if you want. Some audio fixes as well to the game. Nothing too crazy there. Some adjustments to the in-game looking for party browser. Pretty straightforward. There's dynamic preferences, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read through all of this. Some UI fixes, general bug fixes. There's a lot of these. I'm not going to read through all of them. If you want, you can either pause the video, or as always in the description, I will have the patch notes linked. But as far as this goes, they're very specific, nothing too crazy. So I'm not going to go too much in depth with any of these things here. Now, moving into Spec Ops, the raid. This is what we're going to get into later today, much, much more. Now, I'm not going to go in depth with the story here. We're going to have other videos going over that. But as far as what you get for completing the various different things. So if you complete the raid on regular difficulty, you get an exclusive Farah skin. If you complete the raid on veteran difficulty, you get the projectile weapon camo. So that one, once I have my guide out, it'll really help you guys on that one. If you find the secret weapon in Adamgrad, you get the tarnished weapon camo. And then the mastery crate upon completing Adamgrad Raid Episode 4 can unlock a weapon charm, player card, and loading screen. So those ones you just completed a couple different times. If you complete it once on regular, once on veteran, you're going to be well on your way to completing those. But nothing too crazy. No new operator within this one. I thought we were going to be getting Hadir. Turns out we are not. And no, you just get a Farah skin for completing it on this one. Moving into multiplayer, the first thing that we have is the new map. This map looks really cool. I really like the look of it. The color scheme of it looks really good. It's called Vondel Waterfront. Of course, it's from the map Vondel. So if you've played that, you kind of know what you're getting into here. As far as the playlist that we are going to have here, they are launching Season 4 with shipment 24/7. So to complete your weapon camos and to unlock that new weapon. Shipment 24/7 is going to be the best way possible. But we also have Vondel Waterfront 24/7, so give that one a shot. Kill streak confirmed. Deathmatch Domination and Shoot House 24/7 are also coming as well. There's also some general fixes and bug fixes as a whole, nothing too crazy there. Then, of course, ranked play, they're adding in the MX Guardian. Then we get into Warzone. These are going to be the Warzone events and everything that is coming with that. So as we talked about in the previous video, the Temp V field upgrades, these are going to be in every Warzone mode except for ranked. So if you're playing ranked, you won't see these. However, these are essentially superpowers. You get a charge jump, you get an electronic shockwave. This one literally sends out a shockwave, damages people, basically is a big EMP. Laser vision, yes, laser vision. It does damage to people. I don't know how much, but it sounds OP. You also float in the air while you're doing it, pretty cool. And then teleport. You can teleport up into the air. I don't know how fall damage and stuff is going to work with that. There's probably going to be some pretty cool ways to use it, but these are lootable items. You have to find them within the battle royale, use them, and then you get a limited time superpower. Pretty cool. Have to wait to see how this one plays out though. So then we get into our playlist. This one I do want to go over. So first of all, we have battle royale. So ranked, we are going to have trios. Then we are just going to have Vondel solos, duos, and quads. I believe there's 72 players in those playlists, but also we have Resurgence on Vondel solos and quads, Ashika Island duos, and then a map rotation, we have trios. Then we have Plunder on El Mazrah. Other than that, El Mazrah is not here this week. Then we move into next week, July the 19th. We have ranked trios. I believe that is still always on El Mazrah. And then we have El Mazrah solos and quads, Vondel trios and quads, then Resurgence, Vondel quads, and then map rotation, duos, and trios. So as you can see, these are changing every single week. The Battle Royale is switching in between it, depending on how many players you are playing with. It's a very interesting way of doing things. I don't know what I think of it, but we'll find out as we play it a little bit more. They're just trying to keep it fresh, I believe, is what they're doing here. The other new thing is since Battle Royale is coming to Vondel, they're also adding a new different gulag into Vondel as well. You can kind of get a feel for it here, what it looks like, what it will play like pretty dark, lots of barrels, things like that. As far as modes go, the real only new one is the Battle Royale on Vondel. And throughout the map, they have added in these various different boys teasers, as you can see here. As far as new gameplay features in Warzone, we first of all have the plate carriers equipment. These are pretty straightforward. You can pause it here, but basically the medic one makes you revive faster, comms increases the effectiveness of UAVs, and then stealth protects you from UAVs. Pretty straightforward. We've seen this before. Then we have the cash drop public event. Basically, this one just injects a whole bunch of new money into the map. 3 planes will spawn, dropping 12 crates each, and then each crate is going to have $10,000 of cash between 2 to 4 randomized armor plate carriers, and the chance for this one to happen will happen between the 3rd and 5th circles. We also have the PRD, the personal redeploy drone. As far as this one goes, you can literally fly around on this thing. It doesn't shoot you up like the other one. There's also a new contract. This one is called Signals Intelligence. This one, basically, there's cell phones hidden throughout the map. You go find them, you complete it. Pretty straightforward. And then occupation scan. This was previously in the game. If this happens, you have to lie down or you appear on the minimap. Pretty straightforward. And then communal station. So this one happens in Resurgence. Once Resurgence is disabled, deployable buy stations are just going to drop from the sky for players to use. So then we get into our actual in-game adjustments. I'm only going to go over a couple of these, but again, you can pause it if you want to and read through. Redeployment elevation. The elevation is now reduced by 9% when redeploying. This stops at circle 8 for some reason, but the total difference in height from the start of the match is about 60%. I guess this is to speed up the end game. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. The gas masks will automatically start while players are airborne unless you decide to pull your chute. That one's pretty straightforward. This is an interesting one. This is one you should know. When using a UAV in combination with Bird's Eye, players under the effect of ghosts are now revealed. This makes Bird's Eye a much stronger perk. They've reduced the amount of stims that are spawning in. If you know why for this one, you know why. And the minimum amount of cash that you will find on Vondel in all modes is now $500 instead of $100. So again, increasing the amount of money on the map. Then we have a bunch of UI changes, things like that, bug fixes. Again, you can pause this one if you want. As far as DMZ goes, there's nothing really too big here. There's the plea for help and assimilation. They've kind of updated that and improved it. And then for getting kills, for hunting players in game and completing those contracts, the squad will now, everyone in it will get $10,000. This is a big one. This is a very high way of getting money. There's also a ton of bug fixes. Again, if you want to read through those, you can pause it. But that is essentially Season 4 Reloaded, everything that you need to know about it, everything that has changed. Again, this one's coming out at noon Eastern Standard Time on July the 12th. And as far as the raid goes, that is going to be the next thing that we are looking at on the channel. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed, have notifications on. I'm really excited to see where this story goes. Of course, I will keep you updated on that as well. We'll probably do an ending explained video for the full raid story. But until then, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace out.
We are